Welcome to our Media Center.
Hi students, and welcome to the Richmond Hill High School Media Center. We are so excited you decided to stop in today and learn a little bit more about what we have to offer. Whether you're interested in learning more about books or computers, there's always a lot to do in the Media Center. Let's get ready to learn how we can find what we're looking for in the different areas of our Media Center. With our Media Center, there are several areas that we will learn about today. Let's begin with one of our most abundant resources, books. Among the many books we have available, there are 4 main sections, each offering a different type of book. First, we will learn about our fiction selections, then move to our nonfiction, which contains our very popular manga books, and then to biographies, and lastly, our reference materials. Pay attention as we discover what each of these sections has to offer. We'll review these again at the end and see if you can help us figure out where some of these books belong. This is what is called the fiction section. Most students check these out for pleasure reading. Fictional books are stories that are made up by the author, and our most popular genres are fantasy, sci-fi, romance, and action-adventure. Books in the fiction section are arranged alphabetically by the author's last name. So let's say you're looking for the Matched series. You would need to look in the C section because the author's last name, Condi, begins with a C. So as we find our books, there are some important things we need to pay attention to. Here we can see the call number of the book. Every book in the Media Center has a call number. For this particular book, the call number is FICCO, FICCO. This is because the book is in the fiction section and is written by Ali Condi. Looking for call numbers is important for a few reasons. First, it helps us locate our books. It's also important that we pay attention to our call number when books are put back on the shelves. That way, it is in just the right place for the next person to be able to find it. Let's continue on our tour by taking a look at the nonfiction section. Nonfiction books are true and are used to gather information on a particular subject. Unlike the fiction section, nonfiction books are shelved in numerical order by subject or topic. The Dewey Decimal System is used to categorize or organize books in this section by grouping them in sets of 10s. To help us easily locate nonfiction books, shelf markers are used to direct our search. For example, if we were looking for a book about religion, we would look for the 200 section. Don't worry about knowing what each group in the nonfiction section represents. We have an excellent database that will help you on your way. Also, don't forget to use the shelf markers. They are a great hint to help you get pointed in the right direction. Within the nonfiction books, there is a section in the 700s that house our Media Center's most popular books, the manga section. Manga are Japanese comic books, and they are often made into Japanese cartoons or anime. The art in anime and manga has a very definite look to it and is often referred to as manga style. These books are also referred to as graphic novels. Many manga books are read from right to left. In America, this is seen as reading from the back to the front of the book. Though most of the storylines are fictional, these books are housed in the nonfiction section because of their emphasis on their art form. The 700s in the Dewey Decimal System is for art-related books. So let's compare and see what we have learned so far. Look at these 2 books. Can you easily tell which the fiction book is and which is the manga book? How can you tell? If you could tell that the manga book was the one with the cartoons on the cover, which is actually the back of the book since these are read from back to front, then you are correct. The fiction book is written by Nicholas Sparks, who is a popular writer among our female students. Remember too that fiction books have a call number that begins with FIC, F-I-C, and then the first 2 letters of the author's last name. The nonfiction books will have a call number that is numerical depending on topic. Now it is time for us to visit the biography section. A biography is a true story of someone's life written by someone else. In this section, we will find stories about presidents and inventors, actors and athletes, and many more people who you have probably heard of. Biographies are all grouped together at the end of our nonfiction section and have their own call number, B for biography, and then the first 2 letters of the person's last name that the book is about. For example, a book about President Barack Obama will be found at B.O.B. for biography, Obama. Also close to our nonfiction section is the reference section. Here you will find encyclopedias, dictionaries, atlases, and other supplementary materials. These materials are very special and can only be used in the Media Center. They are not allowed to be checked out, but they may be looked at and shared by everyone in the Media Center. Let's examine what each of these reference materials have to offer. Encyclopedias are books that span many volumes and tell us true facts and information on various subjects. The call number on an encyclopedia, like any book within the reference section, is ref. Also, you will see that the encyclopedias are numbered and lettered. This information is used not only to keep the books in order, but also to help you find information that is of interest to you. Next in our reference collection, we come across our dictionaries. Dictionaries come in all shapes and sizes. There are student dictionaries, pocket dictionaries, rhyming dictionaries, and subject-specific dictionaries. No matter what type you pick up, they all have a few things in common. First, words are arranged in alphabetical order. Also, the words you're looking up will usually be printed in bold with the definition to follow. In some dictionaries, pronunciation guides are used to help you figure out how to correctly say the word. We have several types of dictionaries in our Media Center. Atlases and globes are also available within our Media Center. These are useful in looking at different places around the world. An atlas contains a group of maps, often showing different angles or views of an area. A globe is a map that is round and spins. Spin the globe. Then place your finger on an area to stop the spinning and see where you've landed. Now imagine you're taking a trip there. What do you see? You can learn a lot about another country or state simply by knowing where it is located. This completes the reference section. So let's review. All information found in the reference section is true, also called nonfiction. Encyclopedias, dictionaries, atlases, and globes are all found in the reference section. Reference materials are not allowed to be checked out, but are to be used within the Media Center. That completes our tour of the book sections. We have looked at fiction books, nonfiction, manga, biographies, and reference materials. But wait, that's not all that we have in our Media Center. Let's take a look at some of the other resources we have right here at Richmond Hill High School. Our Media Center also has 5 desktop computers and 32 laptop computers available for student use. Whether you're practicing with USA Test Prep software, looking up a book to check out, or creating a project for class, this area is always lots of fun for students. We also have several displays to gain students' attention and interest in new books. Displays include books that are heading to the big screen, media specialists and students' favorites, new arrivals, and seasonal and historical themes. The Media Center is a great place to hang out with your friends as well. Before and after school, you do not need a pass to use the Media Center, but during the day, you will need to get your teacher to send the online pass form for you to be in the Media Center. This includes lunch as well. We have many students who like to use their lunch break to relax and check out the latest finds in the Media Center. Speaking of checking things out, we don't want to forget to visit the circulation desk to check out your books. To do this, you'll just need to tell the library assistant your name or 5-digit student code. Books can be checked out for up to 2 weeks. After that, there's a 10-cent fine per book for each day that it is late. Once you have finished reading your book, you will need to return it to the Media Center within 2 weeks for it to be checked back in and placed back on our shelves for other students to find. To do this, simply place your book back in this book drop. We have now completed our tour of the Richmond Hill High School Media Center. Let's see if you can use what we have just learned to help answer a few questions. In which section would we find a book that's made up by the author and includes popular genres such as sci-fi, fantasy, and romance? If you said fiction, you are correct. Let's try another one. What is the name of the special section located near the nonfiction section that contains stories of people's lives? If you said the biography section, you're correct again. Finally, once you have found a book you would like to read, what must you do to take it out of the Media Center with you? If you said check it out, you are correct again. We hope you've enjoyed your visit to the Richmond Hill High School Media Center. Please come back anytime.